Mr. Bradbury, thank you for being with us today. I'm going to start with some yes or no questions, and I'd appreciate it if you could just keep them to simple yes or no's, if at all possible. Will you follow the law?
Yes, Senator.
Yes or no, Mr. Bradbury, is improving safety on our roadways a priority for you?
Yes.
Yes or no, do you believe that technology plays a role in making cars safer?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes or no, do you support the utilization of technology in cars to reduce collisions like radar and LiDAR?
Yes, and I see a lot of positive innovation, a lot of investment in these new technologies, which really have a great potential to save lives.
Appreciate that. Yes or no, do you support the utilization of advanced driver assistance systems to reduce roadway fatalities?
Again, yes, we see the automakers investing in this. We see car buyers interested in the technology, and it has great potential to help save lives. This is a different question from whether technology should be mandated by the federal government to be a required component of every new vehicle. That's a calculus, a cost-benefit calculus, because again, we can go as 100% on everything as a mandated requirement of the federal government, but it's going to affect the bottom line. It's going to affect the affordability of vehicles, and that always has to be kept in mind. And one thing that's critically important is to preserve the incentives that the industry has to invest in this new technology and continue the improvements, not necessarily dictated by the government to do it, but to do it because it makes their products better, more attractive, more valuable to customers, and safer. And safety has got to be the objective, but affordability is an unavoidable component of that.
Which is more important?
It's safety is always, of course, more important.
I appreciate that. You answered the question.
But if people are not buying...
I'm almost out of time, Mr. Bradbury. I appreciate you saying that because safety matters. People die on the roads.
Too many people die.
In the early 1990s, I was hit head-on by a drunk driver. Thank God I'm here. But there's 10,000 people a year who are not.
That's right.
You know them, we know them, my colleagues know them.
And 40 to 41,000 fatalities on America's highways every year. That number is persistent, and we need to drive it down.
Sadly, it is. I appreciate you saying that. Do you support autonomous vehicles?
Oh, I'm very excited about autonomous vehicles.
Would you mandate this technology in autonomous vehicles?
Mandate what technology?
Everything I just went over, radar, LiDAR, all of these safety features.
We need a consistent national framework for the development of autonomous vehicles, automated vehicle technology, autonomous vehicles.
I appreciate that. Would you mandate technology in autonomous vehicles, or if someone creates an autonomous vehicle, they can just do whatever they want based on making it more affordable?
Those are not the two choices, Senator. I would be reluctant to mandate a menu of technologies and tell the industry how the vehicle needs to operate. I think we want to preserve incentives to innovate and offer new products, and then we need to ensure safety through a process of certification or a process of testing. And that's really what we need, is a framework that's reliable, repeatable for testing autonomous vehicle systems to ensure safety. And then, this is the way our system has worked for auto safety in this country. Other countries may do it differently. They may dictate up front what the requirements are and require sort of pre-approval certification. We recognize that we want to preserve incentives for investment and improvements in industry, subject to testing. And then, of course...
Let me ask this question, Mr. Bradbury. Do you support the use of driver monitoring technology both inside and outside the car?
I think that is a question that will depend on the accuracy and reliability of the technology and the cost impact of the technology. And as I indicated, I look forward to, and I know this is a subject of great importance to you, in particular, and to many members. I look forward to working with you and members to understand better the capabilities of the technology, and I look forward to talking with the folks at NHTSA as they've collected comments and input in connection with their it really was an advance notice, a proposed rulemaking. on
Mr.
this.
Bradbury, you on your own submitted some comments to the record in this case, and you said that, quote, if NHTSA were to mandate installation of technologies that could at any point take over control of a vehicle on the road, all Americans' freedom to use their cars and trucks would be conditioned on the operation of that technology and could be snatched away. All this technology is required in autonomous vehicles. I haven't even gotten to what I'm trying to get to, which you're absolutely correct. I care about saving people's lives. In a bipartisan way, working with one of the most conservative senators here, Rick Scott out of Florida, we were able to earn votes of our Democratic colleagues 3 years ago. Under the Biden administration, under Pete Buttigieg, they dropped the ball. They didn't finish the rulemaking. I asked Senator or Secretary Duffy about this. I didn't know this. He shared that his wife survived a head-on collision.
That's right.
As well. He knows what's going on here. That's the reason I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. When we talk about autonomous vehicles and this innovation in America, America should be the driver here. And it's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive, but we need to keep people safe so that when they choose to buy that vehicle, they're not going to die and they're not going to get killed on the road. So I certainly hope that we can get to this place and just get something done. My last question about following the law, Mr. Bradbury, is do you commit to follow the law concerning finalizing the impaired driving rulemaking?
We will follow the law as directed by Congress with regard to that. And we will proceed forward. And as I indicated, I look forward to seeing the information that's come in and talking to industry, talking to those who know more than I do about what that technology can achieve. I believe that's what Congress wanted NHTSA to do. And I recognize that some forms of that technology may be closer than others. So, for example, the technology in a starter button that can sense through the skin blood alcohol content and might prevent a car from being started. That's a kind of technology that may be closer on the horizon in terms of accuracy and reliability.
And Mr. Bradbury, please send some additional responses to the record. I know I'm over time here, but it might surprise you if you're not aware that I think Volvo, Subaru, their cars already have this technology. They're driving on the roads in other countries. They're not here yet. But nonetheless, the technology has been proven. If you go to the auto shows, like I like to do, you can get in them and check it out. I mean, it's pretty incredible what they've done.
I look forward to doing
And this legislation did what it was supposed to. It got the market to respond. Major auto manufacturers are filing the patents to do this stuff. It's quite incredible when you can touch those conditions and then you let the innovation just get out there and solve these problems. But we can